Hi, I would like to talk to you today about my informational speech, which will be in the field of media, specifically in the area of television and radio announcers. The specific purpose for the speech today is to give you a little bit of background on the pay, the job outlook, and some information about the job. The thesis for this would be if you like to talk on radio or television, or you think you might, and you're committed to being a truth teller, this might be a career for you. I chose the field of media because as a young student in college, you might find the flexibility of this enticing. Um, the ability to travel, pretty good pay. If you're willing to move to a different state, um, you can advance in this field, certainly. Um, in our textbook, according to Albin back in 2008, the bottom 10% earned $7.51 an hour, while the top 10% were at a $33.58 an hour pay range. I think if we're looking for a God honoring value in this field, it would certainly be truth. And we can look at scripture. Psalm 15, verses 2 and 3, for example, speaks of truth, not being a backbiter, and not doing evil to your neighbor. That would be a refreshing characteristic to have in the media field. I think of the most recent graduate from Liberty University. It's quite doing quite well. Would be a Shannon Bream from Fox News. So, tons of opportunity there in that field. For my second part today, for my persuasive speech, I'd like to talk about homelessness in America. Um, I think that it is a social issue that is continuing to grow. There's a desperation that you can see in the streets in your own towns. And I think that if we were looking at a thesis to attach to this, it would be to make you aware and to persuade you to take action, that a biblically based outreach programs are desperately needed. Choosing this field, I like I said earlier, you look at all around your neighborhoods, your cities, the states. We see all walks of life, ex-military that are struggling. Bad decisions have put them in this situation for one reason or another. I think if we're looking at a God-honoring value, it would be compassion. And we look at Scripture, Matthew 25:40, for example. Jesus himself said, when you do to the least of these, you're doing it unto me. I think listening to speeches like this in an open forum or a public forum engages people's senses. And I think the more we engage people's senses, the better chance we have of convincing them or giving them better information, because we're going after a heart need and a head need. Thank you for your time. God bless.